So the patch notes for Gran Turismo 7 1.26 are finally out, so we're going to quickly go over them in this video. If you'd like to read the page for yourself, the link will be in the description. So the first two things that the page mentions is the cars and the tracks that have been added. It's fairly obvious, everybody knows it at this point. BMW M2 Competition, Ford Sierra RS500 Cosworth, Nissan Silvia K's, Aero S14 1996, aka the Kooky S14, and the Gran Turismo Red Bull X2019 25th anniversary, which I wouldn't really count that as an extra car. It's pretty much just a livery. And obviously, Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta has been added. I have already driven the track before making this video, but I can say that it does not have a 24-hour cycle, it does not have a short track layout, and it also does not have weather, unfortunately. Third thing is a world map. A number of events and a special themed map has been added to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Gran Turismo series, and it looks pretty neat. Not gonna lie. Up next is Brand Central. New museum selection for DS automobiles has been added. Not really that big of a deal unless you're into that. Number 5, used cars. This is where the car selling feature comes into play. The new car, well, it's not the new car, it's the new car valuation service feature has been added. Please check the car valuation service section of the online manual for more details. It will appear after clearing the GT World Championship menu book. We will go over the details on how the car selling is going to work after we're through with these patch notes. Number 6 is the cafe. 2 extra menu books have been added, Renault and Nissan Skyline GTR, even though I'm pretty sure we already have one of those, but it's whatever, I guess. Extra menu books do not have any races affiliated with them. You just need to collect the cars and you get the reward. Kinda disappointing that they keep adding these, but it's whatever. Up next is World Circuits. The new events have been added to the World Circuits. For Road Atlanta, we have a new race of turbo sports cars, the American FR Challenge 550, and the Group 1 Prototype Series. For Brands Hatch, we have the European FR Challenge 550, and for Willow Springs, we have Historic Sports Car Masters. For the 8th topic, Escapes, Road Atlanta, and Illumination locations have been added. Up next, GT Auto. 23 new paint colors have been added to the real car paint section of the paint shop. That was kind of a tongue twister. Up next, multiplayer. Qualifying and grid start features have been added to Lobby. This has been a very requested feature by a lot of online players, so I'm pretty sure they'll be happy with this. For number 11, we have Showcase. A new popular users category has been added to the Discover section. A list of players who have liked or reposted a user-generated content can now be displayed in said content's details section. Christmas songs have been added to the music track list. A lot of people will be stoked on that, I guarantee it. Up next, we have some new options available. It is now possible to calibrate a handbrake controller under Options, Controller, Steering Controller settings. So if you have a handbrake with your sim racing setup, you'll be able to control it now, which is pretty sweet. It is now possible to set race functions for the push button dials on the Thrustmaster TGT, and it is now possible to set race functions for the control stick buttons on the Fanatec GT DD Pro. Other improvements and adjustments, we have some new physics updates it seems. Adjusted the initial downforce values for the following cars: Super Formula, Honda, and Toyota. Okay, maybe a lot less than I expected. For the race screen, fixed an issue where in setting the show race info to off in display settings would cause options such as tire menu to not display on pit in. For Showcase, the content type function has been changed from a drop-down menu to buttons. This also applies to the gallery function on my page. Penalty line. The location of the penalty line has been adjusted for the following tracks: Deep Forest Raceway Reverse and Trial Mountain Circuit Reverse. Number 5, braking areas. The braking areas on Trial Mountain have been adjusted, so if you use a braking area assist, then this will look different. For sound, fix an issue wherein rain sound effects will not play properly on replays, and adjusted the engine sounds for certain vehicles. Number 7, localization, fixed various text localization issues. And that'll about do it for today's patch notes. On to how the car selling function works. So considering the game is still not online yet at the time of recording this video, I'm going to quickly go through this and explain how this works in as much detail as I can, while still keeping the video short and simple. To start off, cars in your garage can now be sold using the car evaluation service. The button for this service is at the top right of the used car dealership screen. The car evaluation service will appear after clearing menu book number 39 and having watching the ending. To be honest, it's been so long since I've done any of the collector level stuff because I've been at level 50 for pretty much since the game has came out. But considering the game progression considering the first 39 mini books are all about collecting the mini book cars, I'm pretty sure that's the reason why they restricted it until you actually clear book 39, because the collection thing is important to the game, and that's basically how it works. This is a very strange screenshot considering all these cars are listed for 100,000 credits, but we're just gonna ignore that, I guess. So this is what the car valuation service is going to look like. You can sort it by variation, valuation, and manufacturer, and it looks like these are going to be your cars from your garage that you can appraise. And by the looks of it, it looks like you will be able to sell your duplicate cars. So if you have 20 to 100 NSX Group Bs that you got from that glitch a while back, you'll be able to sell them and make some pretty big bank. This is the chart that shows the history of the valuation of whatever car you're trying to sell. You have two different kinds. You have the tuning valuation and the body valuation. It'll also show the specs of the car just to make sure that you are selling the right one and you don't sell a fully upgraded one on accident. So here's where the weird part comes in, and Ninkai did cover this quite a bit on Twitter a couple months ago, so it seems like that has come to fruition and is going to be a part of the game. You can only sell one car of the same model every 24 hours with the car valuation service. So if you have duplicates, it's going to take you quite a long time to get through all of them. I think this is kind of silly, but yeah. If you attempt to appraise and sell duplicate cars within a 24-hour period, you'll be notified that you can no longer sell copies of this model for today. It's still possible to discard duplicate cars at no cost, although I still don't see the point in that whatsoever. And the following cars cannot be sold using the car valuation service: the car you are currently driving, cars loaned from the manufacturer's cup, and cars received from pre-order and special edition bonuses, downloadable content DLC, etc. And so as far as the main patch notes go, that's pretty much it. There are probably going to be a few different changes that weren't mentioned in the patch notes. I will update the pinned comment as time goes on and we discover more things. But for now, that's about it. After I get a lot of time playing this update, I will make another video going over my opinions about it, but that is less relevant at this time. I would like to play through the update a little bit before I get to that. And with that, thank you guys for watching. I will be making more videos of this update as time goes on. I should have a Road Atlanta showcase as well as showcasing the 3 new cars from this update over the next couple days. So if you'd like to see those, make sure you hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.